from the series of infinity series of non-duality chats that will last around 30 minutes. And hi from Estonia. If you have any questions, type them to the chat. But I also checked the last live comments and will reply to them. So yeah, this live is again about non-duality, and if even more specific than radical uncompromising non-duality. And I will explain a little bit how how I see it. What's the difference? There are so many ways to talk about this, and common difference is that there are non-duality teachings that teach someone non-duality, and then there is what is shared here, apparently through this mouth. No one is sharing, just speaking happening. No one owning this this knowledge, or yeah, this isn't a knowledge, it's not learned. So the difference is that one you can learn, and other is saying that there is no you, there is no teacher, there is no student, there's nothing to learn, because this is already done, this is already fullness, completeness. No one separate from this to become whole. This is already. So there is no becoming. Yeah. So when other non-duality, let's say teachers, may give you suggestions what you can do to overcome this sense of being separate, they give hope for the seeker, for this dream of being someone who can do something. How I see it, it's just maintaining the dream, apparently. And of course, it's absolutely perfect. No one is doing it. It's just what's happening, apparently. There is no choice. So yeah, in a story, when here, this sense of being someone separate was collapsing, let's say it this way. It was like there was some kind of frustration or anger towards to the spiritual teachers, because in the story Ere was looking them like from below, that they are higher, they have learned something, they have traveled, they have knowledge, they are maybe enlightened, or they are closer to enlightenment. But when this was seen, that, or partly seen, that there is no one, then it was like furious, like why they are doing it, why they are playing this game, why they are yeah, teaching and holding on the leash the seekers to get constantly income and not much less, because it was also seeked here and from spirituality, and paid money for that, apparently. And it felt like unfair. Why they are doing it? But then it was seen that no one is doing it. There is no choice. It's innocent in a play like this apparent character talking about this. There are no others. So there is like no one to blame. Whatever they are doing, apparently they are not doing it. It's just what's happening. It's innocent. It's also aliveness. Yeah. So it is what it is. It's always perfect, but not in a sense of that there is something not perfect. Yeah. When I say it's perfect, it doesn't have any opposite. Sorry. The robot that is cutting the grass, I don't know how to say it, is attacking, wants to come to life constantly. So, okay, I checked the last live comments. Someone wrote, I did not want to get it. I want to be in as being that without me. It is not so hard, like a deep sleep. Your talking is good, but you are emphasize too much on impossibility. Rather, it is quite simple and easy, but not for me, of course. Jesus, how nice it is to take a break and to forget the me. It comes natural. As long as there is, I want to be in as being that there's a dream, there's someone being something. So this collapses totally. This sense of being someone, being somehow, being free is illusory. Often people have openness and they get this sense of freedom, so to speak, and they go wild. They go whatever was suppressed and they feel like free, and then they are sharing it or writing to it, and it's beautiful, it's lovely, it's just what's happening, and I'm happy for them apparently. But it's the freedom that doesn't happen with you. It's unconditional freedom that is already. It's not for you, but you, the seeker who is listening this, usually wants that freedom for himself, to feel free, to be free, to be unbound, to be. But there is no one to be. This is the end of being. There is the end of someone, the seeker. This is the end of the seeking, totally. It totally collapses with this illusory sense of I. And he said that where it was, that I am saying that it's too much, that it's impossible, but it is impossible. There's no one separate already who can be, to become, and so on, or to get, or to have this freedom, this liberation. This is the end of that one. And that's the liberation, apparently, but not for me. And he also said to forget me, but that's, who is there to forget? There is no one who can forget me. There is already no me. Yeah, but whatever floats your boat, so to speak, it's fine. It's good. There is already no choice in any level, and there are no levels, of course. It's just this perfect play, apparently. Yeah, so it's constant seeking for satisfaction, like last time, last live I was talking. So yeah, you know that feeling when having very good coffee or latte or cappuccino, and then everything like vanishes and it's just this coffee, so good, all is good, this is it, nothing matters, this enjoyment of this good coffee. And then it's done, and then it's what next? Yeah, let's have ice cream. Okay, again, temporary satisfaction. What's next? Let's go vacation. We haven't traveled so long time. Okay, let's go to vacation. Yeah, satisfaction. Let's have a rest in the pool. Maybe some cocktails, mojito, whatever beers, whatever anyone is enjoying, or ice cream. And after some times, it's like, what next? Let's go and discover something wherever they are traveled. You know, this is endless. I'm just telling some story just to emphasize, or how you say it, that it's endless. This search of permanent satisfaction, it's just maintaining this seeking energy and fueling the seeking energy. But this experience of separation is this constant lack and constant searching, wanting, needing, saying that this isn't it. Lots of suffering, apparently. I'm putting the camera here. Here is absolute unknown. Hi, Birgit. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the self after all? Tom is where the self, I would ask. What is self? Where it is? No one have found it. Someone wrote, absolutely ridiculous. I know for a fact there is someone there suffering reading this comment, however much you try to say there isn't. I try to explain now, although I have so limited language, apparently, in English. So, in a dream, there is someone, and that someone is owning this suffering. Whatever is happening in a story is happening with me. This is my suffering for me. But that part is illusory. The sense of being someone is dreamt by no one. It's illusion. But it feels real. Exactly as nighttime dream. I don't get tired of this analogy. Because in a nighttime you're having a dream and you feel that it's happening for real until it's morning, you wake up and then you think that you woke up into the reality. But I call it daydreaming, daydream of separation. And when there is this sense of being someone, localized, position, victim, sufferer, winner, whatever, then it owns and claims everything, whatever is happening, apparently. And that can give some short period of satisfaction, or mostly dissatisfaction or suffering, because it's happening with me. And I am not denying that there isn't suffering. There is in a dream. It's as real as nighttime dream feels so real. But what I'm saying is that this is dreamt, and it can be only seen when the share is no more. Constantly coming here. Go away! Yeah, and you can't do nothing when there is this dream of being someone suffering apparently a lot because life is happening with me. I am living, I'm having a life. But yeah, it can collapse for no reason. And then it's seen there is no sufferer. Because in the story of Ere, there was also lots of self-hate, self-blaming, lots of dissatisfaction, never enough, never good enough, constantly trying to fit, constant guilt. And no choice. And seeing that now, that there never was anyone separate, having a choice to suffer or not, to have this illusion or not, and no one is having it, of course, this this totally collapses when it collapses apparently. And also this isn't better than anything else. All better and worse, good and bad collapses also. Then it's just what is, and it can be whatever. There can be still suffering, still pain, still problems. Also, often people are asking like, but if I punch you into the face or and so on, they think that the self, this separate sense of I, which is illusory, that this one is experiencing the pain. No, you are not the body, you're not your mind. You have probably heard it, but the sense of being someone is so strong that it overlays everything. Like body still feels pain, body still wants to eat and pee and poo and so on. And I will put later. Someone asked yesterday or when I did live, but it takes some time. Then you can have Spanish or whatever subtitles. But feel free to write something or ask something. Again, had ideas what to talk about and they are gone. It's like here is memory of the fish, 2-3 seconds, and then it's gone. It's immediately this, constantly this, and yeah. Hi friend, how are you? My friend is coming again. I need to protect. Yeah. So this doesn't need to be talked about. This doesn't need to be shared. It doesn't have any value, any meaning, any purpose. Nothing has meaning, nothing has purpose. Me wants to have meaning and purpose. Why you are talking? What's the point? There is no point. It's pointless. Totally pointless. Nothing have a point. For that there have to be separation. It's free to be whatever. Speaking, not speaking, listening, not listening. This doesn't uh, try to improve anyone's life. This says no one have a life. There's just life, aliveness, boundless energy. By the way, tomorrow I have a group meeting. If you want to join, I will put the link to the descriptions. Tomorrow, 7 p.m. Estonia time. Just remembered someone wrote that why I should or why I need to pay for nothing. No one needs to pay for nothing. Nothing's needed. It's all good, whatever is happening. I am happy to share this for free, to do lives, videos, posts in Instagram, Facebook. I love to talk about this and share this boundless love, boundless aliveness. Yeah. Ayara, how did the realization happen for you? Some people claim that the purpose of this human experience is to realize the self. What's your thoughts on that? I told last time also that I have no background of this big S self from spirituality. So yeah, I don't know even what they mean about. I have no background. So this so-called realization didn't happen for me. I didn't realize this, that there is no me. It was just obvious that there's no separation and there never was me. And I can't call it as realization that I realize something or it's a self-realization. But maybe they mean something else with that self. Here it's seen self is illusion, that sense of being someone, owning the body, being author of the thoughts, author words, author of the doings. There is no doer, and that doer will not realize this. If the doer, the self, is realizing that it's not the doer or self, it's still the same dream. Who realized that? Who can realize that there is no self? So yeah, maybe it's just misunderstanding in words. Maybe yeah, I'm lacking these concepts. Yeah, also remembering when starting to do about a year ago these meetings, weekly meetings in Patreon, then someone asked about do I have desires or something like that, and I didn't have any concept what the desire mean. I couldn't answer so promptly. It took time apparently to digest or to understand the concept, and yeah, there are of course no desires when there is no one. There's just eating, sleeping, drinking, walking, traveling, smiling, crying, and so on and so on. Yeah. So the motivation goals, like in the story previously, Ere had goals to fitness, to get fit, like goals in the gym. Before that, goals with the money. Yeah, no goals, nowhere to go, nothing to reach, nothing to get. It is already done. So no desire to fulfill, which is seen, it's already fulfilled. There is only fulfillment. But somehow in this experience of being someone separate, it's not full. It's not full. And I need to do something. I need to learn this maybe non-duality, or go to seek and go to, I don't know, India, or do some practices, or I haven't meditated enough. I need to meditate, I don't know, 5 hours a day maybe, and so on and so on. But then who is doing that? Who is maintaining itself apparently, the seeking energy by doing. When this is heard, and there is openness, and there is this falling away apparently happening, this falling away process, so to speak, it feels like that. And then there can be fear that, but who is living my life then? Who is doing right decisions? Who is going to work? Who is cooking the dinner? Who is taking care of family, and so on? Because it feels like I am doing everything. You are not doing anything. You haven't never done anything, good or bad, right or wrong. So life goes on seemingly. Nothing changes. Just not with you. This is the end of you. The one who is seemingly moving through time and space. The one who is seemingly having a life, taking care of life, taking care of others. No, it's just life. Living life, taking care of life. And that have been always the case. Have seen or felt like in a dream, like the nighttime dream is so real that I have done everything. I am the owner of my thoughts, of my feelings, of my emotions, my actions. And it can be very exhausting, apparently. But not for all. It seems like this is a story, I don't know, but it seems like some bodies are more sensitive, maybe more open already, and yeah, they end up with this, so to speak. Nothing else resonates. When in a story, husband was spiritual seeker and seeking from different places, and this doesn't work, then this, trying another one, another one, nothing brings this freedom, so to speak. Nothing works. Then when this was heard, it was clear that everything else is BS. It was resonating, so to speak. It was heard by no one. And then there was no looking back. Then there was even not standing to hear or to read any quotes about how to become know me, so to speak, how to become liberated. There is no becoming. This is already liberation, freedom, unconditional love. And I will, okay, I read one comment. It is so hard to accept all the bad things that happen to the world, which is why it is so hard for me to surrender to life. Yeah, you think that you need to surrender to the life, but there is no you to surrender. You are not separate from the life to surrender to the life. So in a story, Ere died in a couch to surrendering, by surrendering to this. But Ere didn't do that. It's just after story. But it seemed like that Ere gave up. It doesn't matter if it happens or if it doesn't happen, because it was heard that nothing happens, and especially it doesn't happen with you, and you don't gain anything, you don't lose anything. So yeah, there was surrendering by no one, and I couldn't do anything or to stop or not to surrender when there was surrendering or total accepting or total letting go happening, because this is death. This death is ultimate let go. All attachments, all stories, whatever you thought you had, you owned, your family, your reputation, your work, and whatever things you have bought, and then you are very sick, and knowing that death is the body stops functioning very soon, and there is letting go, and it's frightening, but that's the liberation, because then it's revealed that you never owned anything, you never could lose anything, and this is not the gain of the freedom. This is already freedom, appearing as this dream of being someone, the sufferer, apparently. Okay, thank you for watching. It was nice to practice my English. Somehow was lacking too many words today, but that's okay, as everything is absolutely perfect. Have a nice day or evening or morning. Yeah, see you next time. Maybe Friday. I'm not sure. I'm living very spontaneous life. I can't plan ahead much. I have no routine. So see you when we see. Much love. Have a nice day. Bye bye.